At 2 o'clock in the morning, on a nearly empty city street, a college student drove through a light she believed she couldn't safely stop for. But now she was standing in front of a judge, facing a red light violation that could turn one late-night celebration into an expensive lesson. She had straight A's, 2 difficult majors, and a courtroom full of people listening as the judge asked one simple question.
What did you get in common sense?
They don't teach that at Roger Williams.
They
Judge.
don't.
They don't teach common sense?
No, they lock that at the gate. You leave your common sense outside the gate at Roger Williams.
Did all that studying teach her common sense? The young woman stood quietly before the bench, nervous but respectful, as her name was called.
Irons Keskin, you have a red light violation.
Yes.
Irons Keskin, the judge said, looking down at the file. You have a red light violation. Yes, she answered softly. The judge looked up. Where are you from?
I'm from Bristol, Warren.
Warren?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm from Bristol, she said, then corrected herself. Warren. Warren, the judge repeated, getting his bearings. Do you work in the city?
No.
No.
We were just there for celebrate that I got.
No, she said. We were just there to celebrate. I got all A's on my finals, and it was my friend's birthday. We were just there to hang out. That got the judge's attention. In a courtroom where most people came in with excuses, frustration, or fear, this was different. She wasn't trying to run from responsibility. She was a student, and from the sound of it, a very serious one. Where do you go to school? The judge asked. Roger Williams. What do you study? Engineering and math. The judge leaned back, almost impressed. Engineering and math, he said. 2 of the subjects I was terrible in. The courtroom relaxed a little.
Judge, she's taking an easy course.
The inspector beside him jumped in with a grin. I want to say, Judge, she's taken an easy course, going the easy road in college. The student smiled, embarrassed. The judge continued the joke. I wasn't good in chemistry or biology either. The inspector raised his hand like he was still trapped in a classroom nightmare. Judge, I'm still on 1 and 3. The laughter helped ease the tension, but the charge was still there. A red light violation. A real ticket. A real consequence.
What year are you in? The judge asked. I'm going to be a sophomore this year. How many hours a night do you study? She paused, as if doing the math in her head. Last semester I took 20 credits, she said. I'm a commuter, but I'm on campus from 8 in the morning to midnight, sometimes 1 a.m. The judge's face changed. That was not a casual schedule. That was a life built around discipline. You go to the library and study? Yeah, she said. I also tutor, so I have to stay on campus until like 9 anyway, so I go to the library after that. For a moment, the courtroom wasn't just looking at a traffic violation. They were looking at a young woman carrying a heavy load, trying to build a future one long day at a time. Then, the judge turned back to the evidence. He explained the intersection. She had been on Eddy and Dudley Street. There was a sign that said, "Right on red after stop." Do you remember that? He asked. No, she admitted. We're going to show it to you. The video played. At first, the judge thought she had made a right-hand turn, because, as he said, most people do there. But then he watched more closely. You went straight, he said. Yeah, she answered. I know. He asked for the video to be run again. He wanted to see the traffic, the timing, the danger. The screen showed the late-night street. With the exception of one car far away, there was almost nothing around. That's no excuse, the judge said, for you to go through the light. No, she agreed. Then she explained what had happened. She had been driving with her friends, bringing them back to campus after their celebration. She saw the yellow light late. She was close to the line. In that split second, she thought stopping would leave her stuck in the intersection, so she kept going. The inspector couldn't resist.
Clearly, Judge, she didn't factor in mathematically the grade, the upgrade, the speed of the vehicle, the weight of the vehicle to perfectly time the stop. So I don't know how she got all her A's. The courtroom laughed again, and the judge turned to her. Tell me the courses you got the A's in. Let me hear. She began listing them. Physics, calculus, writing, biology, linear algebra. Under pressure, she laughed and forgot one of the classes she had already taken.
The judge listened, then asked the question that brought the whole courtroom with him. What did you get in common sense? She smiled. They don't teach that at Roger Williams. The judge seized the line instantly. They don't teach common sense? They lock that out at the gate? You leave your common sense outside the gate of Roger Williams? Everyone laughed, including her. But she still tried to defend her decision, this time in the language she knew best.
If I talk in terms of physics, she said, it would be hard for me to stop because I was already going. The judge cut in, laughing. You didn't measure the grade, the slope, the speed? She admitted the truth. I just realized the light later than I should have. That's why I kept going, because it would be hard for me to stop with people in the car. The inspector shook his head. I can tell she's not taking pre-law. Finally, the judge's tone softened. He told her he was taking into consideration that she was a student and that he was proud of her. In fact, he said the country should be proud of people like her. Young people dedicating themselves to studying and working hard. He also considered the circumstances. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. The street was completely empty. There were no pedestrians, and there was no real traffic hazard. Technically, she had violated the law. But this was not reckless behavior. It was a mistake made in a split second. So he rewarded her hard work in school and let her leave without the punishment hanging over her. Good luck, he told her. Come back next year after you get all A's and see us. Then he added one last joke. Hopefully by then, I'll have that mathematical formula filled out for you. She smiled and promised she would be back. Sometimes justice is not just about the rule that was broken. It is also about the person standing in front of you. So, what do you think? Did the judge make the right call?